So we're at that time of the morning where we're going to have our daily dose of spiritual boosting through du'as.
And today we'll be exploring a very intriguing, a very fascinating dua, trying to keep dua at the heart of our living. Assalamu alaikum, Sayyid. It's always a pleasure to have you here.
The pleasure's mine, honestly. And it's I always get a energy boost. Me and you guys are from
Likewise. Thank you so much.
So what's the jewel that you got for us today?
So today's dua is a dua when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you wanted to leave either his home or leave his prayer mat or leave to go out anywhere it was. And it says in his narration for Ja'far ibn Muhammad from his father Ali that when the noble prophet wanted to leave after completing the prayer, he passed his right hand over his forehead and said this dua. So again, it's with the right hand, and it's either touching his cheek or his forehead.
Okay.
And this is the blessings to give like thank you for giving us this ni'mah again, for allowing us to pray for you. And alhamdulillah that I've just completed this prayer, and now I take your permission for me to leave my prayer mat and go to do what I need to do.
Just almost like a transition from going into from that spiritual realm into your
back to your normal world. Well, a lot of people didn't know. I mean, before actually having this show and actually reading about these, most of these ad'iyah I'm not familiar with.
I was going to say, you can learn so much just from the content, apart from the spiritual blessings, but just for your mind, just for your brain, just for your Islamic education, right?
Definitely. I mean, look, you're studying, the knowledge never stops, and it goes on and on and on. So you're always going to come into something where you've never heard of before, but it's something where it carries a lot of blessings. But you didn't know about this because there's not much people actually showing you every detail, because there's so much detail. There's just so much a scholar can go round in a lecture, in a 1 hour lecture. You can't mention every single thing. It's a lot more than that. There's people who they count hours rather than how many years they have put into each subject.
Absolutely.
Each subject. Like there's some subjects you need at least 600, 700 hours for you to become an expert into this field.
Yeah.
And I think with dua as well, we do the main, Dua Kamal, Thursday night, Tuesday night,
Joshua and Kabir in Ramadan, certain specific ones for certain specific times.
Yeah, but these these are obviously ones that we're covering in this series are short. Some of them are a bit longer, but there's so much, and I wonder how much effort we make on an individual basis.
That's a very good question.
Zero.
Very good question.
What we need to offer, I think we're not really offering much. I mean, I myself speak for myself that I've shortcomed with the mustahabbat in these du'as, and that's because you make yourself feel like you're too busy for it, and you either stay up too late at night that you're not able to wake up in the morning early enough for you to actually do the mustahabbat, rather than just only praying very quickly to finish off your wajib and leave to I speak for myself sometimes. I wake up late, I just need to go down, quickly do my wudu, pray and leave. You understood nothing from your prayer. You've done your wajib and left, but understood nothing from your prayer. And I speak for myself than anyone else. I don't want anyone looking at me saying, "Oh, he's perfect. He praises."
We all struggle with
all of us, and whoever says that they don't struggle about it, you have to kind of look at them twice and be like, "Really? How do you do it?
Proper mu'min there.
Teach us."
You
know what I mean?
You got to share the secret.
Yeah, because sometimes you wake up in the morning and you're running late, and you have to pray quickly. And if you don't pray quickly, your boss is going to be screaming down the phone, "Oh, where are you?" And then you're going to get a strike at work, and blah blah blah, and it leads on to so many things. But that's all why, because we haven't coordinated ourselves correctly to live the life of a mu'min. Living the life of a mu'min.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
No.
Isn't there something about avoiding going to sleep late unless you're up doing certain sort of mustahabs or certain specifically like religious practices?
I heard something very, very similar to that. You should avoid staying up for no reason. There's a lot of things. There's like don't overfill your plate, because it makes you sleep earlier than usual. Or it slows you down during the rest of the day, or it tells you don't stay up too late, because you're not going to be able to get up in the morning unless you have some sort of ibadah like in Ramadan or something like that. And then you have
it's different.
It's different. People stay up all night.
But I think I remember my first Hajj, and I was shocked because we had people going into, so we were in Azizia, staying outside Mecca. And so we had pilgrims going into Mecca, taking a taxi and coming back about 2, 3 a.m. and saying, I've done an all-nighter, and come Fajr, they wouldn't wake up.
Wasted.
And you think, that's your wajib, and they would say, yeah, we've just done an all-nighter, we've just done a ibadah. So I think it's keeping things in perspective, isn't it? That yes, do your ibadah at night, but
But keep it balanced. It's either you stay up. If there's some people who have nothing the next day, they can just chillax, where they can stay up till the morning, do their Fajr prayer, and then sleep during the day.
We need to know our own body, don't we? What limit we have. Some people can stay up all night, they'll pray their Fajr. And some, like me,
your health is more important. Your health is very important as well. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you something to take care of, and that's your health. And you staying up all night and going to work with like proper runny eyes, and you're like, oh, trying to soldier it. This is unhealthy for you.
Wrecking your central nervous system.
Definitely.
Even the etiquette in when you're standing for prayer, you're not meant to just wipe your eyes and go bleary-eyed and say, I need to go back to sleep after my prayers. We need to think about
presence. You want to be present, right?
And it's the etiquette
mindfulness.
Of who you praying to. Allah, not okay, I'm just going to do my prayers. And I think it's embedding that in our daily life, isn't it? That even when we're reciting du'as, to have our heart present and say, Allah, I genuinely mean every word. And so, would you like to recite the Arabic?
Yes, inshallah. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم لك الحمد لا إله إلا أنت عالم الغيب والشهادة اللهم اذهب عنا الهم والحزن والفتن ما ظهر منها وما بطن برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. So basically what the meaning of this is, Allahumma laka alhamdu la ilaha illa ant. Allahumma, we give you thanks. Oh Allah, there's no other God but you. And you are the knower of the unseen. You, Allah, take away from us all our worries and sorrow and trials, both open and the ones concealed. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if there's anything on our path today, make it easy. So this one was not only just, leaving from his prayer or leaving from your home or whatever it is. It's basically another sign of one of the small benefits of Ayatul Kursi. When you leave your home, you always recite Ayatul Kursi just in case anything happens. And this is basically a sort of protection for yourself in this dunya in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I mean, every mu'min, every mu'ali, every lover has some sort of cloud on top of their head which is protecting them regardless.
Yeah.
But if Rasulullah says this before he leaves, that means, we are bound to say this. It would be very good, these mustahabat, to know and do it. And, because we've been led examples previously where Rasulullah has given this to us.
This is I find this dua particularly fascinating. Mental health is my field, psychological well-being is my field, and the section of this when it talks about protect us from sorrows and trials, I just think about how depression in the world, secular world, religious world, whatever, but depression is such a big thing. People are depressed about a lot of issues in their life, and they're quite anxious about things that might happen. They haven't happened yet, but they've already made themselves psychologically disturbed, making themselves anxious about it. So this is quite it's really interesting because it's something that affects something like quarter of the population in Britain, for example, will at some point 25 4 out of 10. So
without the religious element, spiritual element, what in your field when you're dealing with people, how are they resolving these? How are they overcoming the sorrow and trials? Is it straight to the medical field, medication, or self-help? There's different ways. Some people use, like for example, they might use self-help literature, which is just some books that give them some pointers and tips to relieve the symptoms, show them some errors in the way that they might be thinking and creating problems. Sometimes it might mean seeing a therapist to work through them in a more detailed way in that way.
But some people end up taking, you know, the chemical cure, we call it, medication. But a lot of people say, you know, after a while, it's just making me numb. I'm finding it too hard to be happy or too sad. I'm just stationary. So let me try and think my way out of it. But like, I think we talked about this in another episode where, you know, the medical profession is really trying to draw on people's spiritual paths, whatever your religion is, if you're a Muslim, if you're, whatever it is, you know, that can be part of your well-being to draw on prayer. What better prayers apart from the ones in the Quran is the du'as that we've been given by the Prophet and the Islamic peace and blessings be upon him.
Of course, we're not saying that, you know, there aren't genuine cases where they need medication and there are serious mental health illnesses. People do suffer, but but something in the, you know, these are.
But on a psychological level,
Yeah.
so what's different from when people need psychiatric help and they may need to go on a course of medication, but separating that from when it's about our reflection, our thinking, our philosophy, our worldview, our mindset, then this is when the dua seems so powerful because it's teaching us, you know, one is a protection and us believing that Allah can give us show us a way out, you know, gives us that hope. And the mind will make, you know, it will change our minds. And that's what we need to do as believers, right? Is to change our minds from one place to a next place, or a place that's better.
It all happens mentally. That's what it is. Even these du'as and supplications and stuff like that, it's all mentally. It's what you believe in. It's what faith you have. You know, there's something, either believe in it or not, and there's something you don't believe in it but do it just for the sake of you need to do it. There's two different things. Now, a lot of these illnesses that happen, by the way, it's all happen mentally. When a person falls sick in bed and he tells himself, oh, I'm sick, I can't do it, call up sick, I can't do it, you're going to remain sick. It's going to take you longer to heal than rather than just fighting it and be like, okay, I'm ill today, it's okay, I'm going to get up, make myself a nice little ginger tea, and I'm going to go to work. Fight it, be strong against it, because why? You believe that you're able to bypass it, fight against it, you know, but inshallah you can go through, blah, blah, blah. But having this mental thought that in your head that, you know, let me get up and let me do this, rather than just staying in bed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you blessings, but He says, get up and come get it. If you're sitting down, I'm not going to bring you your blessings on a plate for you. No, get up, pray, do this wajibat, do this, do this, do this. Your blessings will come to you. No one sits down and gets their blessings fed to them. You know, there's a lot of people who say, oh, I've prayed so much, I don't get nothing. You haven't put enough effort.
I've prayed and I can't go for ziyarah and everyone seems to be going. And I hear that and I think...
No, look, you want to go for ziyarah, your niyyah is there. You have to try and go.
Keep your mind right and keep trying.
Even with ziyarah, there's a lot of people tell me, oh, I haven't been invited to go. You don't need the invitation. Imam Hussein does not need to invite. You need to invite yourself to go there. Imam Hussein, he doesn't need you. Do you understand? Imam Hussein doesn't need you. But he says, well, I haven't been invited yet, I'm not able to go. No, you have to make the steps. Imam Hussein says, you take the steps and I'll take care of you when you come here. Nowadays, it's very easy to go to ziyarah. It's not as difficult. Because when you go on Arba'in, everything's free. It's just having your ticket from here to there, which nowadays a lot of people are distributing tickets because they're not able to go themselves. They're like, you go on my niyaba. So it's that easy to go on ziyarah now. So you can't say, oh, I'm waiting for the niyyah. No. You have a niyyah, you take a step and go for it.
Exactly.
Allah says, take a few steps and I will help you for the rest of the way.
Is there another version of this dua? I was wondering if there's like if this is a shortened version.
Of this dua. So all of these duas have a longer version to it. But it's just there's parts
like
of it for different
version.
There's just parts of it where it's been separated, it's been shared out to different blessings. So for this one itself, it has its own blessing. For other du'as, at the end of the day, all of them has their own blessings. For this one, the Holy Prophet says, there is no one from my ummah who has done this du'a and Allah will not give it to him.
MashaAllah.
That means no one from my ummah will pray towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and not get his answer answered. His praise answered. Anything of your hajat will be answered, will be given. No matter what you ask for. Don't ask for something crazy. I want a Ferrari tomorrow morning. It's not going to happen. Ask for something that you
can't drive.
Especially if you can't drive, exactly. No, you ask for something, realistic. You have to, at the end of the day, you have to be, it's common sense.
Yeah.
You know, Allah give you a brain. He gave you a brain. Now, people who live
I thought you were praying for that. Allah give you a brain.
Allah give us a brain. No, but like, there's people who are out there. Look, there's people who are not going to be told why, because they live in a place where they don't have nothing around them.
Yeah.
They're so cut off from the rest of the world. Now we got to ask ourselves, what's the punishment of these people? Are they even going to be punished? Will they be asked? But because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you a brain for you to go and seek the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Now in Nabi Muhammad's days, there was no internet, there was nothing. But yet again, the message was spread.
Yeah.
You know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving you a brain. Use it for everything that you need, and give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you have this you have the power of thinking, which is the greatest power.
Greatest, alhamdulillah, greatest.
Alhamdulillah, shukr.
It's been beautiful. It's been beautiful. I really appreciate some of the insights that you brought, and your recitations is very nice.
Thank you very much. I learned a lot from you guys, honestly.
Thank you so much for today. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
And up next is Sister Masuma Jaffa with Hijab and Etiquette.